Hello, everyone. Um, Welcome to Talk About. I think today's video is going to be about change, especially do with change at work. So it's been an interesting year so far. Um, we've had a couple people leave. One's gone to Australia. One's gone back to fishing on commercial boats. So that's quite interesting, I guess. I hope they do really well. And so it's been on to change. Over the years, I've been in my workplace 8 years, and I think I've seen a good almost 60 people come and go in that time, 8 years, which is not much, I guess, for the business I do, which we make windows and doors in the factory. But yeah, so you meet some interesting characters. Very one worker who's been at work, disappeared. Well, they fired him, then they needed him back again. Then he disappeared again, and then they rehired him again. And he's disappeared and he's gone. I don't know, it makes him again. But in that time, was a guy who gone to Australia for about 6 months and then come back. And the guy and then he left again. We down to less sales working, and that's back again. So you meet some interesting people and interesting stuff. They do random times, random work, and recently also one of the other guys he's come back from I think it's a month holiday in Australia with his sons, I guess, and on the motorbikes. They did like a tour around the Australia on a motorbike. And interesting stuff. One of them was and then going back a couple of years, one of them was in the Navy. Uh, One of them came, and then a couple of guys have come from the Navy. A couple of guys come from going to prison. They're not bad people, but they just did shit. Sure, a couple of them were single fathers. Like we had a woman last year in the building side of the factory. She wasn't bad, I guess. It was actually she left this year, so they like come and go. It's not free. It's not like business of windows and door making, selling in the factory, and even office staff come and go in that time. That's 8 years. 8 years is a long time for someone to stay at this job. I think it's me, the guy started the day after. Um, my boss, or the foreman, who was one of the workers on the floor, his boss, which is technically also my boss, which is I think it's a production manager, and then there's and then the one guy that's perhaps middle. Yeah, as I say, you don't stay long, but you learn some interesting stuff from them, right? Like you talk about like marijuana, for instance. You learn it's not all bad, I guess. You hang out, you have a couple of individual victories where it pays you to get absolutely wasted off your face, and then you don't drive, you get someone to pick you up. Yes, I'm responsible. Or you walk home, or you catch a bus. And you learn people's habits. You can kind of jab at them, I guess, a little bit, for better or worse. Like you try. Some of them just need some guiding like a river, like slow guiding what you want to do. Some of them need to be yelled at, and then they respond. Some of them don't want to be yelling at. They respond like they're like the type that will blow up in your face. When you say like stuff like that. And then some of them, I don't know, just spot on, old man. Oh, I'm talking about that today. One of the guys looked like he was dying, and he was slumped over on the ground during work time. And he's been lucky, I guess. He's what, mid-50s. Took a year off for a hip replacement. It was real bad. It was affecting his work. Um, there are two things. There are two people almost died in the factory. That's not from factory work per se. It's from heart problems, or there's been heart problems really. People stressing themselves out when they get told not to do heavy work. Then that's what his name was. I was thinking about a guy who left a couple of years ago. His name was Glenn. I think he works at Bunnings or something now. And yeah, he had one of those. He had a thing where a pacemaker, and he also had DNR. Which, if anyone knows what DNR is a do not resuscitate. And when he collapsed on the ground and fainted because he was lifting too heavy stuff, we just got told he wasn't supposed to. And yeah, stuff hit the fan. And then he was away for like 4 months, and yeah, he got pacemaker for and all that good stuff. I think he got pacemaker uh, that clicked in the back, but he wasn't letting back into the factory. They told him he couldn't do those too much for him. Not good for him, I guess. And then there's an old guy Lynn who's one of the boss's dads. That was another interesting one. And then the guy I work with, his name's Eric. Yeah, he sees some kind of interesting stuff. That's his fault, I guess. Well, not his fault, but like workplace health and safety stuff that is used, which was it just sort of done actually. But yeah. Anyway, people were interesting. I'm not. The one in Phoenix and Gene, Calvo, and Tariano. That's interesting. That's something to talk about down in the comments below. I'll finish a video about that tomorrow. I finished early. One of the boys is retiring next week. He's 64. He's going to go work on his orchard. So the sell stuff from. So yeah, he's not too bad of a bloke. Good character. I've never really seen him get angry ever. And I think most of the people in that workshop have got angry at one point or another at someone. I guess some of them just don't care at all. Like, honestly, don't care. They're there to make money and progress themselves if they want to. I guess it's all elusive to me. I can do about everything. So yeah, click there, subscribe. Click there for a random video. Click up there to what's the word? And subscribe to my visiting channel, which I haven't put much on recently because wasn't even any views. So, and I could be asked to be honest, make more than one video a day. So yeah, if you need a video every day at 7 o'clock, no matter what day it is, no matter if it's a public holiday, even if we're going away, new video every day, 7 a.m. on the channel. Some of them surprise me that they get so many views.